Yeah, a big welcome to you, my dear Aquarius, to this special moment that exists only once a year, which is Sun in Scorpio and Moon in Aquarius. So this combination is literally telling you that you have to be able to transform whatever it is you find deep within this subconscious that the moon is now bringing to you. The moon is always this, the dark, the look deep within, and the sun is in a way that the father, and the moon is the mother. And so the father is coming and is literally telling you, so have a look from a dead perspective, from a perspective of a person that is not even here, because this is a skeleton sitting here, and here we have the different stages of people that accept or not accept death, or a transformation, or the letting go, which is what Scorpio does in this month, right? It's literally the nature is showing us how beautifully they do it. The leaves are falling and everything is thriving and everything is going deep within. And so you are able to do that as well. The yoga position that I gave Scorpio is the Scorpio position. Scorpio is really difficult to attain, but if you really work on it, you are able to bring your feet above your head. If you really bring this subconscious, the feet, right? That's exactly what this position does. The subconscious is above my head with which things that I know this conscious world, but the subconscious is so much more bigger. And so let me be ruled by the feet, or let me walk with the feet into this world. For you, I gave you side plank. And side plank, it's almost kind of like a star. Why I did this is because you have one hand. As you can see, you have two cups here in your hands, and 1 foot on water and 1 foot on land. And I wanted to have that. I wanted 1 foot be in water, 1 hand on earth, and the other 2 in the air, because you're an air sign. Now we have the 5 senses, the 5 stars here, and here we have the 6th star, which becomes at the same time the 7th star as well. The third eye, through the third eye, right? The 5th sense ends here, and the third eye is then here and sees the crown. And then once we have combined these 2 here, then we can go to the earth star, which is falling down here. Then you are this earth star yourself, and bringing the hope and bringing the energy of renewal to us, because this is like a well, and in this well we become young again through the water. Now Scorpio is a fixed sign, and you are a fixed sign as well. So 2 fixed signs coming together. For you, it's Uranus, and Uranus is the revolutionary aspect of all the planets. And for Scorpio, it is Pluto. The court card that is connected with you is the King of Swords. If this card comes up, right, then it speaks directly to you. If your birthday is between January 9th and February 7th, this will be your court card. If not, please look in the description below. I have listed all the court cards and the cards that I'm using right now in this small reading, which I read from left to right. And I only have 12 cards here of all the 22 major arcanas. And reading from left to right is the spin that the earth does around the sun. The 365 days divided through 12 is then a month, and in that month you have then your zodiac sign, right? So the left to right spin is the outside influencing the inside. And on your full moon, which is next year in Leo, because Leo is opposite of you, you become your full reading, your soul reading, which is from the inside to the outside. And I read that from right to left because I am considering as well the wobble the Earth does, a very slow wobble because it lasts 25,800 years, divided through 12 zodiac signs, gives an age. Right now we're in the age of Pisces, so behind the sun of now in Scorpio is Pisces, is the moon. And influencing Scorpio, right? There is this bigger power behind it, a slower power. And we all know we're going slowly into the age of Aquarius. So eventually behind the sun, which goes then, of course, every month in another sign, is an age, and we are currently transitioning into the age of Aquarius. That's why I love to do your reading, because I always feel like I'm getting a little bit a glimpse into the future. And so let's begin. On the position of the Fool, you getting the Four of Swords. That's Jupiter in Libra. And to give you an understanding that in the last month, when the Sun was in Libra, you had your heart's desire is leading you into the future. Right? This was the reading last time. And you start seeing how you're breaking yourself free from certain attachments, from certain energies that just don't work for you anymore. And so here you are coming into a silence. The Four of Swords, Jupiter in Libra. So the last month, the Libra month, was giving you enough signs to come deep down into your senses, deep down into your mind, deep down into that which you control the strongest, because you're the airy aspect of air. All kings are air, but you are air in air. And so you are very much in that state of how can we create new energies by the way you think, by the way you manage and handle your thoughts. And the Four of Swords is always about retrieval, going deep within, pulling back from life. And you see how he's going from left to right, right? So he's facing the big cycle. And so you are understanding that to continue the path and to continue to see that you are now getting slowly this powerful aspect. You are going to be leading. You are going to be in the sun for 2,150 years. So you better know how to control your senses. You better know how to control particularly the sword that can cut, the sword that can, kill. Okay, I don't want to go too much. So then on the position of the Magician, which is a state of consciousness, right? The Fool is a state of consciousness that says, what I'm going to do. And you are just going to do the meditation. And the Magician is a state of consciousness. And so what I'm going to do when I know in my meditation how powerful I am, you're going into the Eagle. And the Eagle is the number 16, which is usually in the Tarot, the Tower. But the 16 creates then a 7. And the 7 is, like I said, the 7th chakra. The 7 is the star that is falling down. The 7 is the transformation that is happening here. So through the Eagle, you're going up, 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 and you have one bird already coming here towards you, telling you, just see all the things that you need to understand. But because when you're up here, you cannot see and feel everything. You're up in the air. So sometimes you need to come down. And so meditation is, yes, you are soaring with the Eagle. Yes, you are up there, but now you got to also come down and see for yourself that whatever is above is also below. And you can use all 4 tools, right? You can use all four swords to actually sharply see the mind, the action, the feeling, and the having here in this dimension. On the position of the High Priestess comes the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is a state of consciousness that is letting you know you gotta sometimes be upside down. It's not that someone put him there. But of course, back in the days when someone was hanging upside down, he was a traitor. A traitor to whom, though? We always have to see where is the traitor perspective coming from. Because, I mean, their countries, people are completely suppressed. And it's always that state of consciousness that wants to be in the black or in the white. And the High Priestess says, no, you got to be in the center. You got to be there where the crossing is of the lines. That's where you got to be. You cannot just be like, oh, I'm all good, and because I'm good I can control other people. No, you got to understand there is more symbolism to this card than any other card, right? And this is the Hermetic Tarot. These are very old cards and have a very specific meaning, and so you are bringing down through the eagle, through this consciousness that is speaking to you, you are bringing down something quite specific, something quite magic, right? You are now the next age. You are going to be in the sun. You are going to be looked at. This is what it is. Huh? When we're in the light, we can be also criticized. If we're staying in the dark, no one sees us. So the next state of consciousness is the Empress, and this state of consciousness is telling you Le Battleur, these are French cards, is coming up. The Magician, right, is speaking to you and saying, okay, now I brought you down this information. You have understood it by hanging upside down. Now you can begin again a new movement. You can begin your age. You have the Four of Swords, and now you have a 1, and this is the number 12, which is then a 3, right? So there is something wanting to come, a clear sign of the 3, the triangle that is pointing downwards, which is a water energy, which is the feminine, right? This is a very feminine card. And so the Magician with his infinite loop of 8 is literally now looking in this direction, right? Because the eagle is also going into the small cycle in this direction. So you will see that now you are ready to bring a whole new consciousness to the people. Because if I put you here now, because after the Empress comes the Emperor, right, comes the first zodiac sign. So now from this state of consciousness that you have achieved, that you have understood, you can now rule. Now you can reign. Now you can literally say, okay, I understand these 4 cards, right? I understand that here, yes, I need to come deep down in my own clarity. I need to be peaceful. And this higher state of consciousness in Alberto Villoldo's shamanic deck, it's kind of like saying, yeah, the eagle is the one that is that higher consciousness, that is the crown chakra that is coming down to you. And then you gotta let go of that crown again and again. Otherwise you become kind of like, well, I'm a leader and I'm a guru and I'm, right? The I. So then the Magician is literally being born, a magician that's being born out of a consciousness that wants to give back to this world. And that's what you feel. Then on the position of the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter. And Jupiter is with the 4 of Swords, right? Already with you. Jupiter in Libra. So here you have a very beautiful card that says White Rose of Hope, the number 30. Now it's a 3 and a 0. right? And you have here a 3. And by bringing down the information, by letting go again and again of what you have learned and of how much deeper you can learn this alchemical, these spiritual messages that wants to come down to us, wants to come through the mind down to us, you can bring now hope to the people, right? Because now you can get up and say, all right, I'm going the small cycle, I'm going the 365 days, I am learning, because the soul needs to learn here, and it cannot only stay in another dimension and not learn, because here we learn through the dualities. And the dualities on the position of the high priestess is always the black and white, the inhale and the exhale, the coming and the going. And you are ready now to go and bring hope to the people, because that's exactly what you are. You are the hope, right? When we look up into the stars, it's like, that's it. And now you're going to be in the sun, which is a dwarf star. Then on the position of the Scorpio comes the moon. And then you have influence over the moon. You see how the moon here goes clearly forward, and then you have a unicorn that's looking into that direction of the small cycle. And you can see how this creature's coming out, and this is Pisces. Then you can literally see how Pisces was for 2,150 years in the light. The moon was in the sun. The moon was in the light. The moon was able to show itself. We are in an age where we gotta look deep within in our subconscious and realize the subconscious is much, much bigger than the conscious. And that's what you looking at. You seeing that. And you are now, as the hope, seeing that you, as the sun, are now able to, or as the star that is in a way a sun as well, right? You're just so far away. That's why you look like a star, but you are round. You're like the sun. So we see that you are looking at that, and you're learning now from the age of Pisces what it is that you gotta bring to the people, because there are still things lurking deep down in the dark. Deep down in the dark, there are things that need to be let go. And so in the position of the tower comes the crocodile. And the crocodile is literally looking at the unicorn and is literally saying, okay, so what is it that you're gonna find when you are looking at this energy, when you are seeing how now Pisces was in the light, right? And opposite of Pisces is the hermit, is Virgo. So Virgo was in the shadow side. So it's almost like here we have to look deeper within into who are we really? What is it that makes us so special? And the crocodile, a water sign, is literally giving you the total understanding of resting, submerging, collecting energy, and cooling off. Right? The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inwards. So we've been in the age of Pisces, and the age of Pisces is about evolution. It's about coming out of the water, and the moon goes into each sign. So it has a very powerful message. We are in a very powerful age right now because the moon visits all signs. So he's actually again and again looking at deep down at each person's subconscious. And so the retrieving, the meditating, the submerging, the going deep down into your subconscious is necessary for you to continue your journey. On the position of your sign, the Aquarian age, comes the sun in Capricorn, the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is speaking about you now holding and controlling the money. But at the same time also either you protecting yourself or you are locking yourself up behind. And as you can see, she's becoming the house. She's becoming something that she's holding on to. And sometimes when we have money, we become a little possessive. We become a little bit like, oh, this is mine and I need to protect it. And it shouldn't be like that, right? If you have a possession, then you should be open enough to share it with others. Not to the extent that, of course, someone can take it away from you, but still it's like the people who have so much money, they need to lock themselves up. And are they happy? Are they happier? We don't know, because you are invited to look deep within. You are invited to look deep within to the subconscious, into the moon. And the crocodile is looking at this and really intensely staring at it and being like, okay, I gotta find out more what's going on behind these bars, what's going on down here in my subconscious. Then, on the position of the moon, of the age of Pisces, here comes the eye of the needle. The number 17, which is then very much your number. The 17 is an 8. And then the 8 is letting you know that you have to understand that when you look deeper within, these intentionality is important. Intentionality is everything. Intentionality is learning to focus, learning to see that you have here an invitation to look deeper within, right? Into your sign through the moon. That's why the moon is here. The moon is here at the position of the Scorpio and is letting you know, have a deeper look into how you live, into how you see things, right? With the physical world, with the established world. Number 4 is then connected here with this 4. There's a 4-4 portal. And the 4 is the heart, but the 4 is also this feeling of you need to take care of your belongings, you need to take care of this dimension, and you need to look closer at it, because the 17 is then an 8. 8 portal. And you got to look deeper into what Pisces wants to tell you, how it's gonna be, how it's gonna feel to be in the sun for 2150 years. So an age is gonna form, but not only an age, but also there is now a religion is gonna be formed, a way of living is gonna be formed in these 2150 years. And on the position of the sun, which is now in Scorpion, and behind the sun is the age of Pisces, comes the card number 11, comes the hearth, the comfort. And the hearth is a fireplace, is always the center of every household. The kitchen or the hearth, that's where we were cooking. And so the sun is letting you know you gotta really look deeper within into what is it that you need to feel comfortable. Right? The sun in Capricorn, a Capricornian energy that is speaking to you, or maybe a Capricorn energy that is here, that is letting you know, have a deeper look at this. Have a deeper look. And have a look, yeah, maybe there is now, we get a deeper look. And there is a reason why you want to protect this. Because there's a baby, there's a dog, there's a fireplace, there is comfort. And then, of course, on the position of the awakening, the wake-up call, I see this card and it's saying play. Our work can and should take on the quality of play, for it is play that stimulates creativity. The 48, which is then a 12, and the 12 then becomes again a 3. So we have a 3, 3, 3 portal, and an 11. An 11 itself is a portal as well. Then you can play. I think you are looking deeper within the subconscious that you want to protect your home, you want to have your home, you want to have a safe place that you can be, and you're looking at that, and your intention is now to see how you can secure yourself this energy, right? And it's very interesting because it's this needle, and a needle is also creating clothing, and it's a creative play there, which is then here the invitation to play and to create things when you are in your home. And then on the position of the world, the last card is now the 7 of Cups speaking to you. Then you have the choice. You have the choice to look at what is it that you are feeling in the 7-7 portal. What is it that you are connecting with? What is it that you protecting? 3 times 1. What is it that you can feel when you are going deep within? And when you go deep within, maybe you also pulled yourself so much back that you not connecting. But I think this is more a pulling back because of the focus, right? The focus, and of this kind of energy that you want to have a safe space, that you want to have that house. Now we even see the house with the horses around it. Here we can look into the house. The sun is helping you to look into the house. And now here the 7 of Cups is Venus in Scorpio. And so Scorpio Sun is giving you a highlight into a lot of different emotions, a lot of choices of emotions, but also sometimes illusions, a wishful thinking, a wanting of what you already in a way have, or maybe you don't have that yet and you want to create that. That's why you going deep down into your subconscious, and you're looking deep down through the moon. You're looking deep down through the moon what it is that you want. You're focusing, and you really want to create a home. You want to create something safe. You want to create a place where you can have all your emotions, all these 7 emotions, all these 7 stars, so that you can become the 8th star, right? Then comes the number 8 after. And here the moon, of course, is the number 18, which is a 9, which is then a completion. But you have to see that here is speaking something to you that wants you to awaken, to bring to the world now a range of emotions, an acceptance of how people interact, because the 7-7, 2 times 7 is literally the creativity in all spiritual expressions. That's what's going to come through your age to us, right? In the age of Pisces, we had one religion being overpowering, and that's the religion of Jesus the fisherman. Pisces, fish. Jesus the fisherman. Before that we had the age of Aries. That was the Aryan energy, right? That was the ram. And the age of Aries is the religion of the Jewish, the old Bible, the Old Testament. Now, this is the New Testament. And you, what are you bringing? You are bringing down hope, and you're bringing down that everybody can express itself. Everybody can be the way they want to be. However these fish express themselves, they're all fish, but they express themselves in a completely different way. And this is what you're bringing to this world. Wow. Very cool reading. So I hope I see you in the next one, because then the Earth is turning in such a way that we see then behind the Sun, not Scorpio, but Sagittarius. Sagittarius is fire and fire. Sagittarius is the fireplace. Knowing that the fireplace is giving you then the playfulness and the creativity to be really yourself. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.